and gentlemen, boys and girls. So here we are in Paris in the Tortoise. Almost said Portis. This is one of my favorite tank destroyers, if not my favorite, besides the 183. I love this thing just due to the gun handling on this is just superb. It is outstanding. It's got an awesome aim time. The reload on it is phenomenal. The average damage per minute is over 4,000. I think it might be one of, if not the highest one in the game, or very close to it. The only drawback with the Tortoise is that big commander's hatch. Big weak spot. If you can, and it's got, for your arc on the gun, 20 in both directions. So you can, and you'll see me turn it. I mean, look at that. You could basically almost aim around a building with this thing and keep that hidden if you have the ability to, if there's buildings around you. A lot of your newer players, because a lot of people don't play this tank destroyer just because it's not a lot of people's favorites for the fact of that big weak spot. Oops, let me change this so we're looking at tanks. Sorry about that. The tank destroyer itself has got, a lot of people like it due to the fact that it's got such a high rate of fire, high damage from the gun handling on it is superb. The aim time is like 1 point some seconds. It's just freaking awesome. The reload on it is awesome. I mean, it's got a super reload. I thought I was going to get a shot on the Scorpion, but I ended up hitting that pillar there. The ammunition on this, it's got high penetrating APCR rounds at 259. So a lot of time, I thought he might have just been not lit, so almost shot that T-25 too there when he drove there in front. But I mean, look at the reload on this, 5.74 seconds. It's got a second and something aim time. The dispersion is super low. It's like, geez, oh Pete's 20. I'm gonna have to look, but I think it's like 29 maybe. It's under. Yeah, I think it's about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like around 29. I'll have to look at it or whatever it is, but we'll go, over the after action report. We'll look at those. But so I see this Tiger one heading up this way, and I thought, I'm gonna see if I can get some good easy shots there. That shot right there, I end up hitting. I believe it was their Scorp. No, it wasn't. I don't think I'll have to look. One of the shots there, I got a blind shot, and maybe it was on their Scorpion G up there. But see where I'm trying to keep this gun here, or the weak spot, kind of on the right side of this building. And you can see, a lot of people are trying to pen it like at the lower plate and stuff. But end up lighting that 34 on fire. Just kind of back and forth here. But look how fast this thing is. It just loads so darn fast. It's just awesome. And that 34-1 didn't have either didn't have a fire extinguisher at all, or he put it out and got lit on fire again because he's down to just a few hit points. I saw this MX 120. I wanted him gone because auto loaders can be such a pain in the rectum. And that thing's got the same gun as the 50B. Same exact gun if you got the big gun on it. Just a slower reload. Now, I heard the crunching, but I didn't realize I was actually pushing him up like that. But the T-29 pulled out, I knocked his track off, and I figure, we can just hold him here and keep popping his track off and taking, shooting him and getting damage on him. I should have finished the 29 out. Thought I was going to get him, but the T-29 still tracked, and the reload on this is so fast, I knew I'd be able to finish him off. So let's take a look at the front here. You can see all the green spots. People just, I don't know if they just don't see enough of these, and they don't know that's a big weak spot, and they're thinking it's maybe like the T110E5 where you shoot it and it doesn't pen it, but look, green spot. Pen there, but that's spaced armor, so it doesn't penetrate, and this is so thick here. Green spot. There's another one down there. You can see if I can get in there closer. Yeah, that might be the same green spot there. Bounce. Could be just two shots. Got one here, got one here, got one here, got one here. Yeah, this thing is such a beast if you don't shoot that big commander's hatch. That 34 one, that was T-34 one got me. And if you look, that's right where he hit me was, I think it actually hit there and bounced up, or no, it actually pinned me right in that little commander's hatch. But yeah, this thing is just so flippin' phenomenal. I just auto locked on the T30 and finished him off. That T29, I thought he was going to, continue coming around down there, and he didn't, so I figured I'd go around, take out the 34-1, and then go after the T29. This 34-1 decides he's just going to kill himself, which, that's just plain stupid. If you're alive, you have a gun, and you're in the game, I've been down to, 10 hit points before, and actually took out 3 tanks and won it for our team. I almost drove right off the edge there in accident. Yeah, pay attention there, Jeff. It was a pretty close match. I mean, they've got 1 tank left, and we've got 8. Now we're down to 7 tanks. This up here is opposite. They got 1 left. As you can see, 1. We've got 7. As you can see, 7. That's a mod you can download, and it shows how many got left versus how many are killed, or the way it normally shows how many are killed or whatnot. I just like looking up real quick and going, oh, we got 6. Oh, we got 1. It's just a lot easier than going, not that I'm saying I'm a math retard, but, if you look up and it says 9, it's like, oh, how many we got left? 12, 30, 40, you know what I mean? So, that just made me sound really stupid. But anyways, I am pretty good at math. Now, my son, on the other hand, he's calculus, trigonometry, and he's in 9th grade this year. And that boy can literally do math in his head so well. We'll be getting groceries or something, and by the time we get to the checkout, he'll know exactly how much I've got to pay, including the tax. I mean, before it's even rung up on the register. And he is right literally every time. I mean, one time I think he was off by a nickel or 10 cents. Come to find out, they mismarked the product. I was like, holy shit. Definitely gets his math abilities from his mom. But yeah, the Tortoise is a great tank, destroyer to play. It is, I mean, if you're top tier, yeah, push with it like I did. If there's a lot of tier 10s, you're going to want to kind of stay back and kind of pick stuff off from a distance. It is very accurate, but if you get up close and E100, anything that hits for 750, even Object 704s at tier 9 and stuff, they can hit that. It's such a big, commander's hatch, even at quite a distance, they still got a really good chance of hitting that. 'Cause a lot of them, it just sticks way up there. And it's pretty much auto pen. Somebody hits you there, you're through. It's going to go right through there. If you can hide that, you drive up to a wall, and keep this on the side, the wall's over here, obviously. You keep that to the left of the wall, and all they have is your front armor to shoot at. It's a pain. This thing's got really good frontal armor. It's just that big honking weak spot right there. But, I mean, with the damage per minute on this thing, it's over 4,000. And like I said, I'll go over that real quick in the post-game stats. It's a phenomenal tank destroyer. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to hold on for a minute, I'll have some post-game stats for you. Alrighty, so that's the results of the match in the Tortoise. The Tortoise is hated by many and loved by few. I'm one of the people on the loved by few side. I really do like the Tortoise. As you can see, I'd say a lot of the players probably were newer, didn't know where to shoot. Big old weak spot here. I did do a pretty good job of hiding it too. Kept it behind the building and stuff. So you saw a lot around the gun mantle and in the front where they were shooting it. And a tier 8, even tier 9s have a lot of trouble penning the front of this, and they aim for that weak spot. And I mean, it's huge. I mean, it is a huge weak spot and very easily penned. Even tier 7s can pen that weak spot with standard ammo, but they just weren't hitting it in the right area. The reason I say it's hated by a lot, loved by few, the hated by a lot part is not hated as in playing it. They hate it because it's got such a great DPM. Very accurate gun. It's got an awesome aim time. Average damage per minute is almost one of the highest in the games. 4,184 average damage per minute. Just a crap ton. Dispersion is awesome. 0.28, almost one of the highest in the game. Aim time, 1.39 seconds. So you're zooming in on targets like split seconds. It's got awesome gun depression, -10, and it's got +20. Reload time, 5.74 seconds, and that's with, I added, pudding and tea, and I still made a profit. I got a couple blind shots in there, but so let's go over the results real quick. So that was a Master Badge Class 2, Fire for Effect, Bruiser, and a high caliber. We got 10,871 experience because it's a 5X weekend, and we made 53,514 credits. So we hit the 51-20 twice, knocked him out for 588, bounced one of his rounds. T30, I did an auto lock on him, just clutch shot real quick, and hit him for 84, finished him off. Scorpion G, hit him once for 394, knocked out his engine and bounced two of his shells for 980. The T29 with him 3 times, knocked him out at 817 damage, destroyed his track, knocked out his radio operator, bounced one of his rounds for 320, and looks like we destroyed his track and somebody hit him for 433. Tiger P, clipped him in the front there for 438, hit the Tiger one twice. Once was a blind shot, once was he was lit up there for 758. And the T34-1 hit him once for 932, and I think I lit him on fire. Yeah, knocked out his fuel, destroyed his fuel tank, so I lit him on fire and knocked out his ammo rack and bounced one of his shells from him. So we ended up doing 4,011 damage, got 3 kills, and got 1,035 base experience. We had 17 shots, 12 hit, 11 pen. A couple shots were blind shots, weren't 100% sure if there was anything still setting in that area. One of the shots hit the wall right in the very beginning. Distance of more than 300 meters, 1,152 damage. We got hit 6 times, 1 pen, 5 bounced. And if you see where it penned me, it was in that weak spot right there. Blocked 1,850 damage. Damage 7, destroyed 3. Damage with our assistance was 433. And we still made 10,033 credits. And that's even using pudding and tea, which is an automatic 20,000 for the consumables. We didn't use any of the repair kits, first aid kits, anything. So it was kind of nice. But yeah, use that pudding and tea. It really bumps your load time down. But, you know, it's an automatic loss of 20 grand. So we would have made 30,000 credits on that if I wouldn't have used it. But I just like that 5.74. I mean, we're getting reload times in this thing that are like tier 2 and 3 tanks because they have, but, you know, obviously it's doing, what was it, 490 damage? Is it 390 or 490 average damage on that? 390. 400 average damage. That's weird. But anyways, great pen on this. I shot all standard rounds except for one. 259 standard, 326 premium, and it's APCR. It is very slow. Your Tortoise, that whole line is, you know, very slow until you, even the 183 is not a, you know, speed demon. It does traverse pretty slow. You know, it doesn't spin in circles. You got to really watch it if there's a scout, bat chat, or somebody fast moving. You want to be near a building or something you can back up into. The gun arc on this is awesome. Not sure really. See what see if it shows up here. Gun. Elevation. Traverse limits 20 and 20. So yeah, I mean, this thing can almost aim around a building with it. It moves so far. It's really awesome. This is one of my more favorite tank destroyers, just due to the fact of the average damage per minute. Yeah, the gun handling on this thing is superb. I mean, it is phenomenal. That ended up being a 4,000 something win 8, 4,568 win 8. Yeah, so if you play this right and you can hide that big old hunk and weak spot up there, thing is a beast. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the replay. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield.